I feel like I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but today we're talking about network, why it's so important and how to build one if you are young and broke. Now, I know what you're probably thinking because this is me all the time when someone mentions network. I hate it. You've got to suck up to people, you've got to do this favor for someone, you've got to all be nice and happy to build a network. Not true at all. That's how it may sound in school, the workplace, etc. But all a network is you knowing people in valuable positions that probably have skills that you don't have. So they can help you and you can help them because everything in life is a people's game. Absolutely everything. I'm staying in Dubai right now in a hotel. This hotel was built because one person with a lot of money had the idea to build a hotel. He probably does not have a construction degree or any sort of skills. He went to another person and said, "Build me this hotel, I'll pay you." They did that with their people, their company, etc. He then went to another person and said, "I need a hotel manager, cleaner, etc., etc." And obviously now we've got a thriving hotel in the middle of the UAE. That happened because of people. And it's very hard to get anywhere in this world without people helping you one way or another, right? I've been a solopreneur my whole first 3, 4 years of starting out, whether it was in content creation, YouTube. In fact, the reason I started making money through social media was because I could do it by myself. I didn't want to work with other people. Why? Because I only trust myself, really. Let's be honest. Whenever you're starting out, a lot of people have trust issues, especially in the entrepreneur game. They only really rely on themselves. They don't really want business partners. Or if you do want a business partner, you do it so you've got someone that can help you, maybe if you're a bit unmotivated, etc. The problem is you've got a cap on how much you can do by yourself. You've only got 24 hours in your day. Now, when you're starting out, it's great. You can probably reach 10 grand a month minimum by yourself, completely solo. But when you want to scale up and really reach the upper echelons of earning money, you need a team around you. The problem is a lot of people either don't rely on their network enough, they don't have a strong network, or they employ the wrong sort of people. They either employ too much, too little, or the wrong personnel. And this is the keys to it, in my opinion, right? When you're building a network and when you're building a team around you, look at people that have skill sets that you don't have and employ based on two metrics. Number one, ambition and work ethic. It's very important. Their speed of work is super important as well. And are they willing to learn and adapt to your ideas? This is a massive one. A lot of people, when they run a company, they try and employ loads of people to do all these different skill sets, trying to get an expert in each different area. So they end up with 10, 15, 20 employees, all doing one thing really well. On paper, that sounds amazing. But in reality, terrible idea. Why? Because you've got 20 different people you need to cater for. And if everyone's an expert in their particular field, all it takes is one person to leave and the whole falls down. So you've got to make sure you've got people. At least when I try and employ people, I employ multifaceted, skilled people in multiple areas. Or if they're not skilled yet, at least they've got the ambition and the work ethic to get skilled in multiple areas. So my main business is content creation, right? I've got my YouTube channel, etc. I have businesses on the side as well. But with my YouTube, I've got a thumbnail designer, I've got copywriter, video editor, shorts creator, etc. Now, those people are all skilled in their particular position, yes. But they've also, if I speak to them and say, look, I need you to do this as well, they will want to learn it and they will want to get better at it. And I'll obviously pay them for that, being someone that works with me as a subcontractor. That is work ethic. That's not someone that just stays in their lane and goes, okay, I want to be a video editor, and that's it. So when you're looking at people to hire, and if you're looking at yourself trying to build a network and trying to build client base, think about, is your work ethic there? You might be skilled in one particular area, but are you willing to learn, adapt, and go into different areas as well? Because a lot of people, they just try and shoehorn themselves into one particular area. I want to be the best video editor. I want to be the best content creator. I want to be the best drop shipper, etc. Best Facebook ads guy. And that's cool and all. But if you want to be hired, if you want to actually grow your business, you need to actually build up different levels of skill sets so you're a varied person, right? Like if you look at most successful people, they're not just good at one area. They've got multiple different skills they've layered up one on top of the other. So now let's talk about how you can build a network, especially if you're young, broke. Let's say you're between the ages of 15 to like 22. You've got basically no money in the bank account, no real skill set. How do you build a network? Now, unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, it's just the way the world is. People want to know people that are valuable to them. And a lot of people feel very entitled in this world. They want everyone to know them. They want to go up to this celebrity and say, yeah, you should know me. I'll do work for you. And they're expecting a response. They're expecting someone to like them straight away. It's not how the world works, right? You have to understand that there's certain caliber of people you will not be able to have in your network because you're not at that level yet. And that's completely fine. Look, it's just the way the world is. So what I would do is I'd start with the people around you. There's so many communities out there. There's so many different Instagram groups, Discord groups, school communities that you can find other people in your area. I would look at, what do you want to pursue a career in? What do you want to pursue a skill in? Does it want to be copywriting, video editing? Does it want to be coding, for example? It doesn't matter what it is, but pick something you want to pursue a career in. And then it's about finding like-minded people. Because when you're starting out, there's three calibers of people, right? There's people above you, people on your level, and people below you. You really want to associate with all of them. But when you're starting out, there's not going to be many people below you, and you're not going to be able to entice many people above you. So you're probably going to have to start with people on your level. People that are in the same field as you, starting out with copywriting, for example, as well. Get to know them, talk with them, and be an open book. I know obviously in business, everyone tries to be ultra competitive. They try and be very guarded, cagey, don't give anything away. But if you do that, that's the quickest way to not build a network, because no one's going to trust you. Give before you take. If someone asks you for some information, how you code this, give it to them. You don't have to always charge them if it's someone in your network. Give it to them free of charge. Build that trust. If they don't give anything back, that's fine. At least you've done your part. You don't want to go to them as a favor and they go, this person didn't help me. I don't want to help them back. At least if you've helped them, they're more willing to help you. And you never know when you'll need someone. So especially if you're young, be energetic, be enthusiastic, and give before you take. Always be willing to help someone. Even if it goes out of your way, try and do a favor for someone. There's all these different people that have grown up to be successful. And when they built their network, it was purely a case of doing a job for someone that no one else wanted to do. They saw it as a waste of time, but they were like, you know what? I'll do it. What have I got to lose? I haven't got any money anyway. All I've got to lose is maybe 4 days of my week. That's it. But why not? While you're young, use it to build a network. Use it to build some people. And how networks work is beautiful because you become a node, right? So once you know someone, then they'll know someone else, and you connect people like that. I mean, there's this old adage that goes, you're 3 phone calls away from the president, or something along those lines, right? Where because you know someone who will know someone who will know the president, for example, let's say. So you don't underestimate the power of it. And the final reason a network is so important and how you can build it is, when you make money, unless you win the lottery, which when that happens, a lot of people actually lose the money because they just won it through the lottery. When you make money, if you've made it the proper way, you've built a business, you built a hustle, you've worked with people, you work with contractors, clients, etc. You've worked with people and you built rapport with them and you built trust with them. And what that means is now you can go back to those people at any point. If you lose a lot of money, let's say you go bankrupt, right? But you've got a network. All it takes is a couple phone calls. You know already some clients that have trusted and worked with you before. Bang, you've already got a client in the door. Then you just have to start a new business, new company. They will do work for you, or you will do work for them, and they'll trust you because you've worked with them before. Your network's got you back in the position you were just beforehand, if that makes sense, right? So do not underestimate the power of the network. Action steps after this video is: number 1, identify who is currently in your network. Number 2, identify your current skill set. I want you to jot down 4 potential people you want to build in your network. 1 that is super unrealistic, like it will probably never happen, but why not? 2 that are semi-realistic, but you need to get a certain skill set to get there. And the 4th one that you can go right now and you can literally message them, and there's a good chance they will respond to you, right? And then with that first person, that's super unattainable. Don't worry about them. That's just a pipe dream. The bottom person, reach out to them straight away. Try and get to know them. Say, can you meet for coffee, etc. Anything along those lines. Say, I just want to know a little bit more about you and what you do. Willing to talk about what I do as well. And for the 2 people that are attainable but not quite yet, try and learn a skill set. Try and make yourself valuable. And you can make yourself valuable in a plethora of ways. Through your skill set, through your work ethic. All these different ways you can make yourself valuable. So do not undersell yourself, but also don't feel entitled that someone should speak to you straight away, right? There's so many people that DM me, email me, saying they want to work for me, etc. And that's completely fine. I respect everyone's hustle. I don't have the time to respond to every single person. And I can tell when certain people become desperate and when certain people become entitled, like they almost deserve a response. Trust me, when I started out trying an agency, I emailed hundreds of people. My response rate was less than 2%. I didn't sit there and go, oh, this person's not responding to me. How dare they? I understood, look, I wasn't good enough. The email I sent wasn't good enough. They're not in the right place to employ me right now. That's completely fine. And that's going to be okay from your side as well. But you've got to build yourself up to a stage where people cannot say no to you, right? Like if you look at these famous internet personalities, if Iman Gadzhi went to someone and did a client role for them, most people know who Iman Gadzhi is. It's very hard to turn that man down because of the experience he's got. He's made himself valuable, and you need to make yourself valuable as well. And that doesn't mean being famous, not at all. It just means building up a network and building up a client base, because most of your clients you get will not be you cold DMing or cold calling someone. It will be you doing a good job for someone or knowing a friend who can vouch for you. when I reach out to people actually to get, more often than not, it's not always from cold DMs or cold emails. It's actually from speaking to someone going, look, I'm looking for a video editor. Is there anyone that you can vouch for? And they go, yeah, this person's done really well for me. Bang. That's someone getting a job purely based on word of mouth. So do not underestimate your network. If you're sitting there thinking, I don't want to suck up to people, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I'm the same. You don't have to suck up to anyone. It's just building friends, building connections with people in high places, building connections with ambitious, intelligent people that want to improve their lives so you can improve theirs and they can improve yours. As always, you are the only person that can make it happen, but you are also the only person that can mess it all up.